Welcome to another swimml coding session. Today we will code the swimming session of February 25th, 2025. And if you like these kind of videos or tutorials, please check out my other videos, in particular those that explain to you the fundamentals of swimml that might be useful for you to follow along these kind of videos. So let's get right into it. I started with my Tuesday evening template, and we only have to update the date, and then we can start with our normal segment. So we have the warm-up followed by our 400 length as a distance, 400 stroke, standard stroke, any, and then we only add an intensity to it as a zone, easy, and that's our 400 warm-up. So we have now a block of 150, 150, and 475 that all fall into the realm of the warm-up. So let's have a look at it. 150 kick, 150 drill, fly, back, breast. So this is not IM order. This is literally just an order, just no freestyle. So there's no other way but just to spell it out. So we have a continue, length as a distance, 50, and this is all stroke kicking, standard kick, and we start with butterfly, and now we have to do 2 more of those. Butterfly, backstroke, so backstroke, and the last one is breaststroke. Now that's the first one. The next one is the same thing, but just with drill. So I copy this whole instruction and paste it, and the only thing we have to change now is that this is drill. So we have a drill. Do we have a drill name? No, there's no drill. It just says anything. So drill name will be any, and we start with a stroke of butterfly. So I can now take this and replace that with what before had as kicks. So butterfly, backstroke, and the last kicking we replace with breaststroke. That's 150 drill. Now 475 alternating. Okay, these are 25s. So this is the repetition, and we can instruction a repetition, and we repeat this twice because it's 2 different ones. So let's see. Well, okay, so length as a distance, 25, stroke, standard stroke, we start with butterfly. Do we have a rest with 20? So the rest we can just put in up here. The rest after stop, pt 0m 20 seconds. That is, and now the first one is butterfly. Backstroke and breaststroke. Right. Right, that's the first one. But we forgot that this is This is all has to be inside of a continue. So that was my mistake. So we actually have here an instruction which is a continue, and inside of the continue we have these 25s. Now that's the first type of 75, because we've got two types of 75. So the second type of 75 just starts with backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. Right. In theory, this should be it. So we assign the transformation scenario, and this should be our warm-up. Let's have a look. 150, 150, and 2 times 75, 75. Yeah. That's it. Now we can start with the main program. There are 2 sets in here, which are slightly different from each other. 2 sets of, or 2 repetitions. Right, so let's get into it. So we start with a new segment. So we have a large repetition with a repetition count of 2. And in here, the first one is 450s 3 on 60. So we have another repetition count 4 times. And this is length as a distance, 50, stroke, standard stroke, freestyle on 60. So we have a rest. Since start, 1 minute, 0 seconds. Right, that's the first one. Maybe, no. Well, we have a little bit of a pattern. We've got 450s, 350s, 250s. It's a little bit of a pattern there. A little bit of a pattern, but it's broken a little bit as well. So let's not bother with it too much. So 73 fast. Okay, that's straightforward. Length as a distance, 75. Stroke, standard stroke, freestyle. Do we have any kind of rest? No, but we've got an intensity. Race. There's no rest period, so it's just that. And then we've got 25's tech choice. Okay, interesting. Instruction 25 stroke, standard stroke. It's not a standard stroke, it's actually a drill because it's technique. So drill name, technique, and this is choice, so this is any of them. Do we have no? It's no rest period. Okay, so then we've got 353. Oh, that's the same as we had before. So we can just take this and paste it here below. And we just, that's not 4 times, it's 3 times. So then we've got 53 fast. Instruction. Length as a distance. We have got 50. Stroke, standard stroke, freestyle, and we have an intensity zone race pace. That's 50 fast. 225's tech choice on 30. That's pretty straightforward, very simple. We've got a oh, not that. We have a repetition with a repetition count of 2. Length as a distance, 25. Stroke is tech, so that's again a drill. So we have to go for drill name technique and its choice. So this is drill stroke is any on 30. So we've got a rest in here on 30. So that is rest since start PT0M30S 30 seconds. There we go, 250s. So that's the same as before. Do I still have this in my copy and paste? Yes, I do. Wonderful. So 2 times 250s on 60. That's straightforward. So 25 fast. Well, we can actually just copy paste this over here. We had 50 fast. Now it's 25 fast. Rightio, and then 325s tech on 30. Oh, we had this before, where we had 2 of them. Now it is 3 of them. Now we have got 3 of them. Excellent. Now that is the first set. Shall we look at it, what it looks like? So let's try that. First set. Ooh, we see that this is not included in the repetition twice. So there's a mistake. I took this out, which shouldn't be out, it should be inside. 3 times. Where did I go wrong? I think it's here. So this should be inside of the instruction. So I think this belongs here. Let's have a look. Yeah, now everything is included in the 2 times repetition. First set. Now the second set, which is just like the first set, we just have some changes in the strokes and some other small things. All right. So, oh, is the 300 fins part of it? Is this a single or it's unclear? I mean, it kind of ends here, but there's a swim down here as well. So, not entirely sure. Well, let's assume it is outside, so it will come. It's not part of the 2. Right, so we repeat the whole first set. And we turn this into a second set. So what is changed? So we start with, instead of freestyle, it is now the 450s are IM. And so individual medley order, because it is not, otherwise it would be within the 50s, it would be silly. And instead of 1 minute, we've got 110. Then the 75 is number 1. The 225 is the same. The 350s IM. So the 350s, here we go. 350s, I suppose that means IM overlap. No, IM overlap. And we've got 110 again. So here we go, 110. The 50 fast is not freestyle, but number 1. The 250s, 225s, 250s. Here we go, 250s are now supposed to fly back breast free, so that is IM overlap. And it's on 70 again. The 25 fast is not freestyle, but again, number 1. That's it. That should be the second set. All right. Which is already at 4 kilometers. That is very unusual. I remember this evening, we didn't finish it. Okay. Here's the mistake. Set 1, set 2 is not each a repetition of 2. So this is actually just half of it. My mistake. So let's get rid of that. Where is our second set? So the second set, this has to go. And the nice thing is that it will delete the part, the closing elements of this will also be removed automatically. So I don't need that. I don't need that. Come on. I don't want git staging. Go away. Right, that was the second set, and now for the first set we do the same thing as well. Where's the first set? Warm up. Here's the first set. So my mistake, this is not a repetition like this. And the beautiful thing is we can also have automatically the outline done. Let's have a look. Right, so now we see that what is mentioned here as a 2 is actually just 2 times the same thing, set 1, set 2. And now we're at 2,500 meters, which makes a lot of sense. Now we've got 300 fins, kick, roll, swim 50s times 2, so it's 2 times 150. And we've got swim down there as well, which is a bit weird. And the total would be 3K, yeah. It could be this is meant, maybe this is just meant as afterwards, probably. So at the end of the first set, let's see if we can find the second. Before the second set, we still got this 300 fins, kick, drill, swim. So that would be an instruction to continue. And inside we've got a repetition count 2 times, and then we've got 50s, kick, drill, swim. So we've got length is a distance, 50. Is it of any kind of stroke? Just choice. Okay. So it is the stroke, kicking, standard kick any. Next we've got a drill. Drill name any. Drill, and last is swim. Standard stroke any. So, oh, and it's with fins. Interesting. All right, so we've got something nice. So we just put the equipment fins. Right. That's a bit of an in-between thing. And then 200 swim down. We can put this up as a new segment. Instructions segment. Warm down. Instruction length. Length is a distance, 200. Stroke, standard stroke any. And we've got an intensity, which is a zone. Easy. Now that's the whole program. Let's see how we're doing. 3,000 meters. Voila. Now that's the program for February 25th, 2025, Jasi Masters. All the files are available on GitHub. And if you like this type of videos, come back and learn how to code with me with the Swimming Markup Language.